Okay, so today we with legendary graffiti artist Coco. Hi.
Hi, Sofiia.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. I really would like to know how graffiti art started.
I took part of the first generation of writers, what the media called graffiti writers. We used to consider ourselves writers, or we called ourselves writers because that's what we were doing, with writing our names. I started in '70. My hit, what we used to call hit, today they call tags, is Coco 144. I continue using Coco 144.
Yes.
I grew up on 144th in Upper West Harlem. Writers back in that time, they either used their street numbers, they used Roman numerals like Snake 1, he was the first snake, there was a Snake 2.
Yeah.
Or there were writers that would put in cryptic forms like their building number, like there was Greek in 619.
Yeah.
So there's not 619 streets or
Yeah.
a street 619, but that was his building number. Most of us were kids, working class kids from the inner city.
Right.
We were kids from the 60s and the 70s, so I'm pretty sure that everything that happened during our time growing up as kids and that we witnessed and experienced is what created the movement of writing our names. Sort of a scream from the streets, hey, I'm Coco, I'm from 144th Street.
Yes.
I started with a marker,
Yes.
and then I graduated to start
Okay.
using spray paint.
Next
Yeah.
level.
I didn't take part of the peace movement. I did take part of creating the first stencil in the movement. I'm recognized for that.
Yes.
And then in '72, I decided to stop writing my name. I took part of an artist collective that was called the United Graffiti Artist, and our mission was to start like painting on canvas, writing on or doing drawings on poster boards, on paper, and canvas. We are the first to paint on canvas and also have the first gallery showing in 1973. Coco was a name that was given to me by my mom and my aunt, her sister, because Puerto Ricans use a lot of term of endearments, and my head was shaped like a coconut. So they called me Coquito.
Okay.
Yeah. And from there, when I got a little older, then I wasn't Coquito anymore, I was Coco. But what happened that back in the days, they would switch the trains. So trains from Manhattan got transferred over to the Bronx. They went into Brooklyn.
Yes.
And that's how your name got around. So writers from other boroughs, from the Bronx, from Brooklyn, recognize you. And there was that kind of like language, there was that kind of communication going on. Some writers would want to meet you, so they write their name, write your name, and point an arrow to it. So it was like that was that like that code. Yeah, the message. That was the message.
Wow.
Yeah. Like giving you props.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like only you and him can understand like what he means.
Yeah. And then everybody else was seeing that too. You know?
Yes.
So it was really cool. It's really cool. It's one of the best times of my life.
Of course, absolutely.
And I feel privileged and I feel blessed being part of being one of the founding fathers of this culture. And the fact that this movement, this form of expression, this art form is going for this long is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, like even in Russia, like we have a lot of like beautiful graffiti walls, like you can see, and people still like tag into, and they of course they look up for like original for United States. They inspired by United States. When you painted the train, when is the last time you did it?
It was in 1972. Yeah.
What?
So I wrote my name from 1970 to 1972.
On the train.
On the train.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And
I'm ready to go back now.
Do you mind if
I
I'm going
it.
with you?
We'll go together. We could tag together.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to paint on the train, like just to feel this, like risk
Adrenaline,
here, adrenaline.
yeah,
Yes, like I always wanted to like just get these feelings, maybe once in my life, but it's just like I'm curious. So
There's nothing like that feeling.
of course, I guess.
It's if it's illegal, there's a good rush, you know.
Yes, of
So
course.
I think nothing duplicates
Yeah.
the feeling of writing your name
Yes.
and doing it illegally.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's like you have to be fast. You have to like be
Yeah.
aware of
Yeah.
like what's going on. Yeah. So are we going?
Yeah.
Next time I'm in New York.
We'll do that. I'll find a spot.
Wow, that's great. I'm so happy. What's your opinion about graffiti art nowadays?
Well, it's gone. It's in galleries.
Yes.
You know, depending on the person. I mean, and everything. There's politics and business when it's in that environment.
Yeah.
It was innocent. There wasn't like it wasn't about making the buck. You know, you grow up in reality. You know, reality. I mean, you have to
Yes.
live. So I understand the fact that people paint, show their work, and hope to sell.
Yeah.
It's a reality. You know,
Sure.
it's work. Everyone wants to get paid for their work.
Yes.
I just think that I feel that it's important to keep your dignity in whatever you're doing.
Yes, absolutely, and just like no matter what, like stay true for yourself. And,
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and like don't forget like where you came from, where you started.
Correct.
And what is your message for new generation of hip hop culture, for the future of hip hop culture? Because graffiti is a huge part of the culture, of course.
Try to stay pure, follow your heart, have a lot of love people, and I think that combination of that and other beautiful things in life will have some peace and harmony.
I'm just so grateful to talk to you and to meet with you and get this knowledge, and I'm really look up for meeting in New York when I'm there next time. So,
Definitely,
yeah, for sure.
definitely. I feel like I'm doing my job in the culture. I'm doing part of my job.
Thank you.